Hi guys, welcome to my channel Hair Today. In this episode we'll be talking about a really interesting subject, I think, and that's about minoxidil. Okay. Before we talk about that, I'd like to just show you guys how my hair's going. So we're at 5 weeks now. This is the front. All this is my previous hair from my original hair transplant back in 2009. So they're all still there. So I have my temples done also. So that's all there still. Hair's pretty much shed. Just show the crown area. Hair's growing really nicely, I have to say. I mean, look, obviously it's shed in the areas that it was meant to shed, but my hair has not suffered any shock loss from anywhere else, which is really good. So that's why I say it's grown quite nicely. So I'm really happy about that. So now let's get into it. So my video today is about minoxidil. So it's about two types of minoxidil that I've tried before. Okay, topical minoxidil, okay, versus oral minoxidil, or capsule form minoxidil. Okay, so we're going to talk about my experience with the two, and what I think's a little bit better and what works for me. Okay, so let's start off with the topical minoxidil. Okay, now this particular minoxidil formulation is 7%. Okay, it contains retinoic acid and azelaic acid also. All right, now 7% minoxidil is a little bit stronger than the normal 5% minoxidil you get in the shops, which is mostly what Rogaine is. Rogaine is essentially just 5% straight minoxidil, and that's it. This is a special formulation that I've got from a dermatologist. 7% minoxidil has retinoic acid and azelaic acid, like I said. Now, azelaic acid is an acid that actually helps inhibit DHT. Okay, so that's why that's in there. It's only a small percentage, but that actually helps with the minoxidil regrowth as well. Retinoic acid, which is vitamin A, helps penetrate the scalp and as well as nourish it as well. Okay, so they all complement each other in this particular formulation. Now, when I first tried this, it's typical minoxidil. It's a little bit sticky. You apply it twice a day to the thinning areas, and that's straightforward. I mean, that's all minoxidil is pretty much like that. What I did notice, however, in a couple of months, the hair was actually starting to get a little bit thicker. I did notice a lot more fuzz, a little bit more regrowth. So I was really happy with how the minoxidil was actually going along. And I continued taking it, and it worked very, very well. So I'd continued taking it up until a new product that I found out about from the same dermatologist, okay? And that's the minoxidil tablets. But let me talk about the possible side effects of minoxidil topical, okay? They include burning, itching, irritation of the eyes, as a matter of fact. They are a possible side effect of this, and general redness as well. And it can exacerbate some hair loss in certain individuals. So they are obviously possible side effects. Doesn't mean you're going to get them, but they are possible side effects. Me personally, I did not get any side effect at all with this minoxidil. All right, so it worked very well for me. The only problem was the stickiness on the scalp and the fact that I had to apply it twice a day, which was a little bit irritating. But nevertheless, I would rather do that than go bald. So that's the topical minoxidil. Next, we've got the oral minoxidil. All right, I found out about this. This had been researched, clinical trials for about 10 years prior to it being released. And when I got hands on it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to stop topical and go straight to oral. And here's why. Obviously, the research suggested that it actually was more effective at regrowth, more than twice as effective, as a matter of fact, at regrowth than the topical version. Now, the topical version of minoxidil has to penetrate the scalp, and it's the scalp layers, the dermal layers are quite thick, so it's got to go all the way through and penetrate that, and it's not as effective as it is taking it orally. Now here's the thing, when minoxidil was created, it was originally an oral formula. Milligram dosage was like 20 milligrams or 10 milligrams or something like that, very high, and that was for heart problems, hypertension. And you know, when the patients were taking it, they discovered that hair was growing all over their body. All right, so that's how minoxidil was eventually formulated into a liquid form to apply topically to the scalp. But they've done tests over the years with lower dosage minoxidil and discovered that it actually works very well in a dosage of 0.25 milligrams. Okay, 0.25 milligrams, take one a day. Okay, one capsule a day, and you don't grow hair anywhere on your body except your head. Now I've taken this now for about 8 months or so now, and this is way more effective than the topical. Okay, for me, it worked even better for me. One capsule a day, like I said, and I noticed the results getting better and better. Obviously I had built up the results with the topical minoxidil, but the oral minoxidil continued that and made it even better. So I feel like my hair is in better shape now than it ever was because of taking this. Now, it doesn't just contain minoxidil, it contains various other vitamins and minerals as well to help complement the minoxidil. Now, there still are some side effects associated with oral minoxidil, even though it's quite a low dose. All right, those possible side effects include lower blood pressure in some individuals, and when you stand up quickly, you could feel a little bit dizzy because of that. Now, me again, I have not received any side effects from this medication, so I'm very lucky in that regard. Everything's completely fine, so I just take one a day. I take a few other things, like I mentioned in my previous videos. I take some biotin as well. I've ordered a few other products that I'm going to be reviewing shortly once I've taken them for a little bit. I've ordered some silica, and I've ordered some MSM, and I'll talk a little bit about that in another video. But I'm going to try those two as well with my other medications to see what kind of result I can potentially obtain through that. So, topical minoxidil versus oral minoxidil. I have to say the oral minoxidil wins this one for me. It's a superior product, much easier to take, one a day, no mess on the scalp, no stickiness, and it's completely great. And, I have nothing but good things to say about it. And it's actually, for me, I think it's a lot cheaper as well. You go to a compounding pharmacist and you can get that made pretty straightforward, actually. But yeah, so that's my little review on the minoxidil battle there. And I hope I gave you a little bit of information. I'll have some more videos up shortly about different things. But yeah, like I said, this is my hair. 5 weeks in, it's going well. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.